Hello, trail travelers. It's Carrie and Katerina, and we are north of Silverthorne, Colorado, and we're going to hit a trail today called Little Muddy Creek. And it's supposed to have some pretty big mud holes on it, at least sometimes of the year. We don't know what to expect today because the last trail report was a month ago and they said the mud was really bad. And then we're going to end up at a big lake that's going to have some amazing fishing. So hopefully we're going to have a great day. We got Dana and Philip with us today because there's a good chance if there's going to be a lot of mud, one of us is going to get stuck. So we're going to start off on this trail here, and it's more of a dirt road. I believe this is called Kaiser Creek, and we're going to take this to Little Muddy Creek and then have some fun. So let's get aired down. Let's get on the trail. Let's go have a great day today. Yeah, this is Kaiser Creek here. We're gonna follow this for quite a while. Looks like a nice little creek. It's pretty low right now, so I wouldn't expect this time of year for there to be any good fishing, but maybe other times of the year. I just don't know where this lake or this creek goes to or from. But as I said, the lake at the end of today is supposed to be full of some absolute monster-sized fish. But we are filming this on October 21st, 2023, and there's already patches of snow on the ground, so it has had some snow up here recently. Right now it's 32 degrees. Probably won't get much probably won't get over 40s. Probably, mid to high 40s today. And along this road, this Kaiser Creek, there are a number of campsites on the side. Kaiser Creek. There's a number of campsites on the side of the road, and they're decent. They're decent size. You could have maybe 2 or 3 vehicles there, or if you're bringing a trailer or something, there's plenty of room. They're up underneath the trees, they're right on the creek. They really seem like some nice campsites. So if you're just looking for a place to do some nice, quiet, dispersed camping, this is a great place. These campsites are really cool. And well, at least this time of year, most of them are empty. There's a few of them that have some people in them, but most of them are empty right now. Okay, we did a very hard left-hand turn, very sharp U-turn there, and now we are on Cook Creek, and this gets definitely a lot rockier, steeper, a little tippier, and so at this point we went ahead and aired down just to make life a little bit better. The first road there, Kaiser, that one, you could air down or not a big deal. There are some potholes and some washboard, so you might as well just to make it more comfortable. But we definitely did on this one because it's definitely a lot rockier here. And so we're gonna follow this for a couple miles before we get to the next turn. We got this nice open area here. It did get a little tippy and there were some big ruts behind us, but so far this hasn't been bad. I'd call this a very strong, 3.5-ish. I'd probably still bring our Subaru up to this point, but I have a feeling we're going to get to a point where that's not going to be a possibility. But it's definitely a nice drive. Very pretty. Now, it looks all dead right now because it is the end of October and fall hit in the last couple of weeks for sure. But probably just even a few weeks ago, this was probably all nice and green still.
It wasn't green. Was it yellow?
Or yellow-ish, yeah. But we've had such a long summer, and with all the water we had, things definitely stayed a lot greener this year. As to be expected with a trail like this, every once in a while you're going to have a really nice view because we are currently at 9,650 feet above sea level. So we're not going to be above tree line today, but we're going to get up there pretty good in the 10,000 range. And that usually means some good views. Snow wheeling. Hopefully not too much of that. My expectation of deeper water holes has gone up significantly. So far, this has been really nice. It's not difficult. I would. It's rated a 3. I would totally agree with that. For the most part, there's only been a couple little sections that you just got to watch your lines a little bit, but the views have been pretty good. We have ran across quite a few water puddles and a few patches of snow, but for this time of year, that's totally to be expected. And we are getting ready to come up here on the intersection to Little Muddy Creek. And if what we've seen so far is any indication, we're probably in for some mud today. So we'll see how this goes. And you know, if we have to pull out the winch or some traction boards, so be it. We'll see how things go today. All right, a big 2-point turn here to get onto Little Muddy Creek. Now this is rated a 5-8, meaning 5 mandatory, 8 optional, but in this case, the 8 isn't really optional, it's what it can be when there's a lot of water on the trail. We don't really know what to expect today. People ran it a month ago and it was totally drivable. So we'll, all we can do is wait and see, but it's not until we pass the gate, wherever that is, that things are gonna start getting a little more difficult. Well, we're going into a section called the Rutted Descent, and we are descending through some ruts, so it's aptly named so far. I think it gets a little worse here. We have not got to the muddy section yet, although this is pretty wet mud that we're going through. We are slinging mud up the side pretty good. So the Jeep will not be going home clean today. That's kind of a given at this point. Well, through this section, we are going through little spots of mud and some ice here and there. Nothing deep yet. Pretty easy to go through. In fact, since we started recording, this has been kind of the smoothest part of the day so far. But according to the trail guides, it's definitely going to get worse. Yeah, no. You know, it's like I said, it's not going to be out of the question for there to be snow and ice here near the end of October. In fact, some years this would have already been totally impassable. But weather's been good lately, so we decided to give it a try before the end of the year. Otherwise, it's going to be closed. We've tried to do it a couple times this year, but for different reasons, we had to change plans. And so we're giving it a shot today, something new for all of us, and something neat to try and explore. So hopefully Katerina can avoid getting more mud on her.
Thanks. I'm covered it now.
Yeah, I hit that one a little too hard, I guess. She got a little splattered with mud there. Well, we're not completely devoid of fall colors today. We got a nice patch of aspens here, just coming out of peak.
Yeah, there are a shit ton of aspens down here.
Yeah, there are, Phil. But at least we got one little patch of color here today to make up for it. But this is definitely a fall colors trail. You would absolutely love this during peak season. Any car can basically do this. It's not bad. You'd want a little bit of ground clearance and some all-terrain tires, but at this point, you could pretty much bring just about anything up here and really, really have a beautiful view of all of these aspens changing. Would have been absolutely gorgeous to be here just even 2 weeks ago. Well, at the 7.2 mile mark, we passed the gate. It was open, so we're gonna leave it open. When you come upon a gate like that, if it's closed, go ahead and open it, drive through, and close it behind you. The rule of thumb is always leave a gate in the condition that you found it. If it's open, leave it open. If it's closed, go through and close it behind you. So that is the rule of thumb. And all of a sudden, we have more water, more mud, and more ice. As if this mud wasn't enough for us, coming up here in just a moment is a waypoint that is listed as the mud pit. So we'll have to see how bad that is. But right now, we're having to slow down because our tires are slinging mud like mad. Yeah, there's definitely, when there's more water in there, that could definitely be ugly. But right now, it was just slick mud, so far, not a problem for us. Well, we had been discussing that the road had felt a bit maintained, and well, that could explain it right there. There's a grader sitting here that's been probably taking care of this trail. So if you were expecting to come out and have this be a 5, 6, 7 trail right now, well, it's not. It's right now.
Yep, I figured it was super recent because this road's actually easier than the road to get here.
Yeah, I mean, this is a solid, no more than a 3. It is definitely a 3 so far. It may get worse as we go on, but right now,
You can definitely see the mud potential, no doubt.
but right now, yeah, with that grading going on, it's a little on the easy side. Oh, certainly. I mean, even with the grade, those deep holes could be really bad, but I mean, this is pretty easy so far.
Yeah, I think they did the grading within the last week, maybe 2 weeks max.
Oh yeah. All right. Well, we actually got the worst of the mud so far right here. This steep turn definitely has mud and some water in it. Again, nothing you're not going to be able to make through. And we've seen a grader and we've seen a bulldozer, and they've definitely been taking care of the road behind us. But now we're getting into some ungraded stuff here, it seems. So we might actually bump the difficulty up here a little bit here soon, hopefully. Or not, we'll see. We don't know, but this is definitely not graded through here. Well, we've definitely found some ungraded section. Yeah, that was probably full of water. I would say that section there bumps it up to a 4 and is going to eliminate all your passenger vehicles from making it through that. At that point, you're gonna have to turn around unless you were in more of a 4x4 vehicle that has bigger tires and ground clearance. As that was definitely a little on the rougher side. But like I said, I probably only bumped it up to a 4, but I think even on our Subaru, we would have had to have turned around at that point. It would have just been a little tricky to make it through. Well, it is up to 50 degrees. It is absolutely gorgeous today. We're in this open meadow. This is all private property through here with public access, so you don't need to worry about it, but you don't want to get off the road and go hiking around because this is public property. We got some cows, or private property. Is that what I said? Yeah. So there's little roads off to the side. Most of them have gates because it's all private. There's some houses off in the distance, and a couple fields here have some cows on them. So just nice to get out and get some sunshine, joy in the day. Trail is not what we expected. We definitely expected it to be a lot harder, but we still have 6 miles to go. So we don't know what all is in front of us, but right now it's just made for a really, really nice drive. We can start to see the lake there off in the distance, a couple miles out. Now, if you use fish brain, man, you'll know that this place has had some huge fish pulled out of it, even in the last year. It doesn't seem like it gets a lot of traffic, so hopefully it's gonna be a good day of fishing too. Okay, now we're coming up on the end of Little Muddy Creek Trail here, and as we make a big sharp U-turn, we're gonna be back on pavement. And for this, we're now gonna head up to the lake. So our journey today is not over. We still have a ways to go, so don't tune out yet, unless all you wanted was Little Muddy Creek. But we're gonna head up to the lake, and we're gonna see how good the fishing is up there right now. Well, that was Little Muddy Trail and Williams Fork Reservoir here. We didn't catch any fish, so didn't have anything to show you from here. Kind of got skunked out today, but it was a beautiful drive, fun trail. Definitely not what it used to be. It used to be rated a 5.8, and today it was a solid 3. It's been graded, it's been maintained. There's really nothing in the way of obstacles or mud pits anymore. So if you're looking for a nice, muddy, kind of difficult trail, Little Muddy Trail is no longer it. It does get you over here by Williams Fork Reservoir, so if you want to try doing some fishing, yeah, it puts you in a good spot. But other than that, it's just a nice trail, and it'd be awesome during fall colors. So keep it on your list for that. So thanks for watching, everybody. From Katerina and myself, stay safe out there. We'll see you on the trails.